Good morning, students. So once again I am back with your geography class. The chapter that I have started was mapping of the earth. Who make maps? The cartographers. What is the science of making map known as cartography? Now while making the map, the cartographers tries to give certain informations. Give certain information to convey this information in a manner that is simple and easy. Certain elements are used. Cartographers use certain elements. What are these elements? To understand the map. To make a map, certain things are required. They are known as the elements of a map. First is direction. Now in the direction, we have the four directions: north, south, east and west. These four are known as the cardinal directions. So you can understand, to draw a map, first and foremost, direction should be given. Otherwise, if I ask you that on which side of Calcutta is Bombay, so Bombay lies to the west of Kolkata. So to draw a map, directions are very, very important. So these are the four cardinal directions. Now in between north and east is the northeast. Between south and east is the southeast. Between north and west is the northwest. And between south and west is the southwest. Between south and west is the southwest. So this is the first element of a map. So hope students, all of you have understood that to understand a map, directions are very, very important. So I am rubbing this one. Now the second important element is a scale. Why scales are required? You see, India is the 7th largest country in the world. It's a very big country. From north to south it is around 3,200 kilometers, and from east to west it is around 2,900 kilometers. Now such a big country, we are representing it in a small piece of paper. Now there must be some ratio, or there must be some scale. So this is why a scale is used to represent a map. Now what are the different type of scale? First of all, what is a scale? Scale means the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. Scale means the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is known as the scale. So, if we want to show accurately the area of a place between the distance between two places on the ground, then we have to use the scale. And that scale has to be used in proportion of the map distance as well as the ground distance. Now how do we represent the map distance and the ground distance? Say for example 1 is to 50,000. Say 1 is to 50,000, which means 1 centimeter on the ground equals to 50,000 centimeter. 1 centimeter on the map is 50,000 centimeter on the ground. So 50,000 centimeter means 500 meter. 500 meter. This is a scale. This type of scale is known as representative fraction. This type of scale is known as the representative fraction. So to find out the distance between two places, we can find out it with the help of the ratio. So if a map is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter equals to 1 kilometer, 1 centimeter equals to 1 kilometer. That means in a map, if the distance between two places x and y is 5 centimeter, that means in the ground the distance will be of 5 kilometers. Hope all of you have understood. This is how we use the scale. Now what are the different type of scale? What are the different types of scale? The first type of scale is known as the representative fraction. Is known as the representative fraction. Next, another type of map is 1 centimeter, suppose is equals to 2 kilometer. 2 centimeter equals to 1 kilometer. 2 centimeter equals to 1 kilometer. This is known as a verbal scale. Verbal scale or statement scale. This is known as a verbal scale or statement. So number one is representative fraction. Number 2 is the verbal scale or the statement scale. So all of you have understood the verbal scale represents the relationship between distance on the map and the distance on the ground. In other words, 1 centimeter represents 5 kilometer. So if the distance in the map between two places is 2 centimeter, that means on the ground it will be of 10 kilometers. If 1 centimeter equals to 5 kilometer, then 2 centimeter equals to 10 kilometer. Another scale is known as the graphical scale or the linear scale. The graphical scale or the linear scale, you will see in your book a type of scale in which it is alternative black and white colored is given. In between there is the 0. On the right hand side there is a division made of 1 kilometer each. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer. They are known as the primary division. They are known as the primary scale. And on the left hand side of the 0, it is known as the extension scale. One is known as the, so in this way, if it is 0 here, this is known as the primary scale, and this is known as the extension scale. Extension scale. This is 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer, and this side you will be, it is having 100 meter, 200 meter, 300 meter, 400 meter, 500 meter. So in this way, this is known as the extension scale. And the third one is the graphical scale or the linear scale. So the three type of scale. What are the three type of scale? First of all, you have the representative fraction, then you have the statement scale, and then you have the linear or the graphical scale. So we have discussed the two elements of a map. The first one is direction, the second one is the scale. Next we have the color. What are the different colors of a map? What are the different colors used in a map? First of all, yellow color. The color yellow shows agricultural land. Yellow color in the map shows agricultural land. Next we have the green color. The green color in the map shows the forest region. The green color in the map shows the forest region. Blue color represents water bodies. Brown color represents the plateau region. So these are the different colors, and these are known as the conventional colors because this color will be used throughout the whole world. Universally these colors will be accepted. So this is all about the color. Next we have the symbols. These symbols are known as the conventional symbols. These conventional symbols are used throughout the world. Commonly used by cartographers all around the world. Otherwise, if in different countries these signs and symbols are different, it will be difficult for foreign tourists or international tourists to understand the physical features of a country. Now suppose if in India blue color means river body, and if in China blue color means mountain, so then it will be difficult for the tourists from China when they will come to India, or the tourist of India, when they will go to China, it will be difficult to understand. So all over the world, conventional signs and symbols are important part of a map. It helps to understand the map, and all over the world it is the same symbol. And the last is the legend. Legend is the key of a map, which explains what each of the symbol and sign used in the map mean. So legend means a box is given. In this box, all the signs and symbols and their meanings are given. So this box is known as the key. This box is known as the key or the legend. So today we have discussed all the elements of the map, that is direction, scale, color, symbol and legend. Next day we will start with the other forms of mapping, that is your sketch and plan. Then we will discuss what are the different types of map, the small scale map and the large scale map. So with this I end my class here. Thank you students, thank you very much.